Well, hello everybody, this is Milesluigi, welcoming you back to Let's Play Mario's Legacy! Joining me today is...
Higsby!
Now, you told me, Higsby, I needed to look at something on this overworld before I enter into Lively Gulch G. What would that be?
Yes, I noticed it, but then it was mentioned in the comments. That tree directly to the right of you, the eye is placed incorrectly, so look at all the other trees and compare it to that one. You could just copy and paste one of those trees on top of that one, but yeah, you managed
I see
to
it now.
flip something incorrectly there.
I see it now. It took me a bit here. I was like, wait, tree in the upper right? I was looking up near one of those yellow levels up there, and then I realized it's right next to Mario right now.
Also, come to think of it, I'm noticing a lot of clouds that are cut off on the overworld.
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me go back. Clouds? Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
You might want to do something about that. But anyway, what do we got here?
We got an underwater level, but my question is, I thought clouds were just like a preset. How do you mess up clouds?
I think you have clouds that I think can be actual overworld map tiles, and you have clouds that can kind of be on top of it. The path that Mario walks along will cut off clouds. It's weird. Overworld maps are weird.
Hence why you need to have a lot of skill in editing the overworld map. Lesson learned of the day, everyone. If I were to bring back the question of the day, I would probably bring a question saying like, why is that cloud messed up? And someone would just answer, because it's on the edge. Something like that. I don't know.
Something
but
like
I do know is that we're in a really murky looking water level. Like, it looks like this is not safe to swim in. Either that or there's not a lot of life that gets down here. But the thing is, even though there's not a lot of light that gets down here, seems decently well lit, other than the background.
Other than the background.
Other than the background, it's just the background that's poorly lit at the moment. Woohoo! Way to go, Mario! And hopefully we don't have to go like miles and miles and miles swimming upwards. I'm just gonna take that hit.
Interesting. You don't see too many vertical water levels.
And I'm happy that we're not diving deeper. We're like trying to get to the surface for air. And once again, I hope we don't have to go miles and miles and miles and miles to get up there. I actually think we just made it. Yay!
Although it looks like you've unlocked the secret because you could burn those fish and it's a dragon coin.
Nope, no.
Also, that corner, incorrect.
And there we go, we have surfaced. Woohoo, Mario has air. He doesn't have to worry about how much further he has to go to make it to the surface. He doesn't have to deal with the inconsistencies of the Imperial system.
Mario only has to worry about breathing when his games are in 3D, apparently. Otherwise, it's like, who cares?
Right, but there we go. That'll go ahead and unlock the Lively Gulch Hotel, or H as in hotel.
Yeah, interesting that you've been
using
letters for your level names and not the typical numbers. I guess that's, you know, funkily, changing it up. Funkily, that's not a word, but you get what I mean.
Moving on along here in Funkly world, evidently. Or actually, this was hotel, not Funkly. Now you got me messed up, Higsby. We gotta watch out here because there is a gap of death below us, and it'll just swallow us whole if we're not careful. With that, it'll get us into that sea that we literally have to swim upwards for miles and miles and miles and miles to get out of. We would prefer not to do that.
Mario doesn't want to do that again, so instead he'd rather just drown at the bottom of the ocean. Thus the loss of life.
57 more tries remain. Well, on that note, yes. Let's try that jump again. Without sliding off the edge. There we go. Also, this Koopa Troopa disappeared, and he's still kind of there. I had to test that. He's still kind of there. Enemies can hurt you even when they turn invisible. They also hurt you when you are visible, so be warned.
Enemies just suck overall.
Hey, it's that M again.
Yeah, we've seen this a couple times.
Is Falaflame trying to tell us something with the M's? Ooh, maybe it'll be explained here. Watch out, Lemmy Koopa has begun to fire bullet bills at you again. Be prepared for an ambush. Also, I really needed to bring one of those blocks along, or else I would be gone squish. Oh no, the ensuing wall of death would have squished me, even though it's just off screen. Can't see it, can't see it. Yeah. On that note, here's another one of these things. And
that one looks severely like an invisible door. Although, unless they've used any kind of tile trickery, which I don't think we've seen so far, there probably isn't one there.
Thankfully, it doesn't look like I needed one of those blocks. It was just for one of the dragon coins. I'll instead hop onto the bullets to get across the gap here. Yeah, I've messed up and misstalled my power-ups, but I did get the bar. Yes! Mario, aka Waluigi, can jump on bullets, but he cannot run into Koopa Troopas. Koopa Troopas have a lot more mass, therefore they run him over. There we go. Lemmy's Garden Fort. So about darn time we got into Lemmy's face, so he could picking us off with a sniper rifle. We can finally get after him. Here we go. Now we have to spin jump across this grinder, and not like that.
Not like that.
There we go. Not too often do I have to see myself using grinders for platforms, but I've got no other choice, so we gotta get across like so. The grinder is our friend, and their foe. The pencils, though, they're just faux.
Pencils. What do you mean they're just faux? I guess Mario never has to, like, write anything down. Pencils are only a bad thing in his eyes.
Well, the last time he ever had to deal with a signature was in Super Mario Sunshine, or, like, evidently, like, his quote-unquote signature was that M mark, but it wasn't actually his signature. What is Mario's actually real signature? Does he just write on his name, Mario? That's actually a decent question. Like, you have to pay bills, right, Mario? That means you have to write checks, and that means you have to have a signature.
Do you think they write bills in the Mushroom Kingdom, or do you think they just, like, throw coins at whoever's collecting the money? They just have, like, pockets full of coins. You just throw it at them.
So you're saying there are no such things as checks in the Mushroom Kingdom? No one takes checks?
Yeah, pretty much. That's why there's always so much money laying around.
And if there is a such thing as a credit card in the Mushroom Kingdom, you never have to sign at the cash register with one of those really awkward electric, like, signing tools.
Those are the worst things, so hopefully not. I get that whenever I order things off the internet and they come to the door and they're like, please sign for your package. It's like, this thing is so small, how am I supposed to sign anything? So, like, if they ever go back and try to prove that I signed for something, it's not going to look like my signature.
There's a lot of enemies hiding behind the trees, and now obviously that Potable decided to just come right out of the lava and yank at me. I'm scared there's going to be another Potable that's just going to yank at me. It's like, what am I going to do?
This is a cool castle. I mean, right now it doesn't look too much like a castle, but I do have to admit that overall it's an interesting concept, and I do approve of it.
There we go, and after getting through all that, we finally made it to this door, and this door will actually take us back into the castle for our midway point, where hopefully we don't have to do too many more Larry shenanigans, although I will admit, yes, that was a cool idea. I guess maybe I would prefer it a little bit more forewarning, but that's just me. Anyway, Mario's done trekking on the outside, and instead he's trekking on the inside, and I don't know what that is above us, but it's just something made out of whatever those blocks are made out of.
Cement, concrete, gray.
Concrete blocks of doom. Well, apparently the theme of this dungeon is that it's a huge castle. It's basically its garden castle, or forest garden whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is, Lemmy likes having pools of lava outside. Also, I am surrounded by stuff. I hope one of these pipes can be entered. No, I can't escape this place to go probably to a worse place.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of pipes, although none of them are enterable. I remember there was a comment, I think the last castle we did, there was a pipe that we could have entered that we didn't. But I mean, when a level has like a billion pipes, I guess there just eventually comes a point when you stop trying to enter them. So I guess that's kind of what happened to us.
Oh boy, the overload of pipes. Ironically, it's like if you want to have a hidden pipe, you either have it not a pipe, or so many pipes that the player eventually just gives up trying to go into the pipes because there's so many of them.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. Also, looks like we have an equation going on here.
This is a message. Is this Mario? Yeah. So Mario. ... Also. ... Question mark?
Is it really Mario? Is that the twist at the end? You're actually Waluigi all along? And did we, like, spoil the whole game in the first 5 minutes of the video? Or of the Let's Play? The close kind of gave it away.
Who says that Mario can't sport a proper outfit? Or maybe Waluigi just decided to have a lot of plastic surgery,
well, I was gonna say,
and now looks like Mario.
You were led to think that he was just wearing the Luigi and the Wario badge at the same time, but actually it was Waluigi all along. That's the twist.
Guess. What are you doing? This is supposed to be Mario's legacy. Also, I need to be able to handle this situation a lot better with all these things. Oh my gosh. Okay, try this again. Okay, so down comes the Koopa Troopa. There we go. Now here comes a fireball and Kamek and hey.
This is some good trickery going on here.
There we go. Kind of helps when we can actually manage to get through everything, and that should about do it, provided I don't get screwed over by a tree as I just thought I might.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't even that was Lakitu's fault, not an enemy being placed there.
Lakitu?
Grr. Yes, or not Lakitu, sorry. Kamek. Or Magic
Kamek,
Koopa.
Magic
Is it
Koopa.
Kamek or is it Magic Koopa? I don't know.
It's Magic Koopa. Also, that's kind of funny that it's standing on the inside of the floor up there, of the ceiling.
I need to not be so impatient when we're dealing with the signature utilization devices there. Maybe they're responsible for all the M's. But, bonus game?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. I guess I'll play the bonus game. Do I need to jump back out that pipe?
I mean, it could be. That'll actually be a really funny trick. It makes you think it's an infinite bonus game, and then there's actually an invisible block. Does that mean the demo's over, or did you botch that pipe? Maybe. Actually, go back. The door may be on. Enter the other side of the door. Yes! Oh my gosh! You must fix that. You need to fix that so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So one half of the door takes you to a never-ending bonus game. The other end of the door takes you to the boss.
Well, you kind of know how the screens in Super Mario World work, right? Where one screen can have one exit. So the way it must work, because the boss door is 2 blocks wide, half of it must be on a screen that has no exit, and half of it must be on a screen that does have an exit. Or sometimes if you place a door right beside where the screens split, it will accidentally lead you to the bonus game if the screen beside it doesn't lead anywhere. So make sure that basically you might as well just make all of the screens lead to the boss, because there weren't any other doors anyway.
I'm just about to say, could you just make the other screen lead to the boss too, and you wouldn't have any problems?
Yeah, but it's something that must be fixed. That was kind of crazy. Also, we didn't read the message. My bad. I was rambling too much.
Lemmy Koopa's ultimate underestimation of Mario's jumping axe became his ultimate demise as Mario takes him down on the capital. Mario continues on to the Koopa Shores, last world in our demo. Let's check it out. Yes, we would like to continue and save into the Koopa Shores. Hey, a real overworld, and most of it is water, except for that up there. Cool. We normally see a more busy overworld, but then again, this is just a demo, so let's go ahead and figure out what is for us for Koopa Shores, the alpha version, or whatever you want to call this place. Nice to know he went to the shoreline, and the first thing that Mario thinks about doing is, I need to go into the water! And he goes into the water, and, well, now he's here. What a wonderful time to spend at the shores or the beach or something like that. Go-karting? Nope. Swimming deep into the water? Yep. No scuba gear? Yep. Well done, Mario. This is part of his legacy.
His legacy.
He chose not to go go-kart racing. He chose not to just do some basic swimming. He just decided, oh, for fudge's sake.
That was really kind of sneaky there. Oh, man.
Torpedo's head can come out of normal pipes. I've never seen that before, but holy cow. It actually looks decent.
Torpedo Ted is actually just a sprite that can come out of anything. So it has nothing to do with the block at all.
Oh gosh, so Torpedo Ted could come out of Munchers?
Well, see, oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, it would look really weird. I was gonna say Munchers are a sprite, but they're not. Yeah, so I mean, you could just have Munchers on the ceiling, and then you could just... It's just a generator, just like a bullet bill generator. So you would just place the generator directly beneath the Munchers, and yeah, you would have Torpedo Ted coming out of Munchers.
That's horrible. I'm sorry for giving people ideas, too.
You mean that hasn't been done in the Kaizo Mario game already? I'm honestly shocked.
No, at least not the Kaizo hacks I've seen. Alright, so, here we go. By following through onto this pipe, we shall find more and more fishies who like living in this cave underwater, which, well, you live in a cave like this, it kind of makes sense. Look at all these little fish that are around them. Fish eat fish world. Not really a world for Mario to live in, though. Yes, 243. Oh gosh, Koopa full of player. You need to learn to quit going underwater. It's not good for your health. It's a huge logical fallacy. Like, why are you underwater?
Oh.
Also, I noticed it too late. So you need to die, and I need to get a high bar. Actually, 28 is not enough for another bonus game. I was kind of hoping to finish Legacy of Mario this week, though, so we're going to go with extra overtime with our video length, and we'll probably sneak in a bonus game as a result. This will take us over to Koopa Shores Beta. And how big is Koopa Shores? Decently big. If this is the whole world and that Castle 4 up there is actually the last level.
Yeah, wow. It's quite good.
It's the bonus game theme for this level.
Also, hey, extra graphics. Is this the first time we've seen extra graphics in this hack?
Well, it's a different background. Yay! It's a different background.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So Mario just decided to get patted in the face with a Koopa shell, but he can go on forward. And looks like, oh come on, I stopped that Koopa shell.
Yeah, shells that are kicked by Koopas sometimes act strangely like that.
Duly noted. But here we are, kind of locked in this forest that's actually in a cave, because if you look at, there's kind of a ceiling here. Either that, or you could justify it by saying it is super heavy foliage, or whatever you want to call it. Now this pipe looks like something I could enter, but
everybody knows
no.
about Super Mario World and being able to swim underneath things, so we should investigate.
Are you suggesting we go down here really carefully?
Very carefully.
It's not letting me... Oh, there we go.
I guess it might have been best to go at it from the other side, since the current would have pushed you into it instead of fighting it.
Well, don't worry, we have another pipe to test here, provided the Koopa football player doesn't ruin this plan. Nope. No dice over there as well, but we have another pipe to check. More pipes, more pipes. This is what happens when you have four-way pipes like that. Must check all the entrances that we can check. And I made it. Here we go. Koopa player. No, you don't. Here we go. Further deeper into the forest. Mario goes, and he finds himself into more forest. And a really strong current here. Thought we were on a shore.
One thing I have to point out, I mean, it doesn't look bad, although I'm curious if there's a reason you didn't put the tide over top of the of everything else, because I think that might look nice.
Oh, you think the tide would look better front of everything, not behind everything like this?
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
I didn't even notice. It just kind of works, and I'm just happy I can run on these segments that are only like 16 pixels wide, because it makes it a little bit easier, I gotta say. I'm gonna slowly take down the Koopa football player. Just have to chuck enough fire into his face until he just goes, "Ah, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm burning." That's what you get for wearing a heavy-duty football gear.
Never try to swim while wearing football gear.
Okay. No, I couldn't kill him before he decided to upchuck some dirt from a pipe. Oh, that plan didn't work. I wanted to kill him with the fireballs. Oh well. On the bright side, he went down in a single hit. But yeah, I guess that pipe is just full of dirt. He's gonna constantly chuck the dirt from the pipe until, well, technically forever, actually. The pipe never runs out of dirt.
Well, technically until Mario has a heart attack, then I guess he can just retire forever. Is that what happens? Like when Mario dies, is like do all of Bowser's minions just like early retirement?
Guess what, Koopalings? We need to get a new job. Bowser's like, congratulations, everyone. I have no more use for you.
Can they just collect Bowser unemployment insurance until like a new guy for Bowser to defeat comes along?
I'm not entirely certain that the Bowser insurance plan is something that actually really exists. If it does, then happy to the person who actually decided to make it. Here we go. Oh, I got the first one. Cross pattern. Okay, here we go. One up mushrooms. One up mushrooms. No!
It still gets me. This is like, what, part 7 or 8? And it's still getting me.
Oh boy, here we go. We're about 20 minutes in. This is I gotta say, we're probably gonna have to do 2 more videos, Higsby, looks of it.
We probably will.
But we're gonna cut it off here. Okay, next time on Let's Play Mario Legacy. Last time we were in a forest. Next time we're on a bridge. But where are we actually gonna end up on a bridge? Find out next time. I like this theme.
It's good.
Sounds like a Mario RPG theme, but I've never played Mario RPG, so I actually don't know where it appears in the game. Anyway, this has been Milesluigi.
And Higsby.
See you next time.